Hey guys, what's up? Angren with my Spark Cast on Shock Lightning Conduit Endgame build guide. The Archmage is really strong archetype in PoE 2 right now. Everyone is playing Spark right now. So I decided to also roll Spark but with a Cast on Shock Lightning Conduit setup. We're gonna stack Shock Chance and Shock Magnitude to release heavy burst damage with our Lightning Conduit as soon as it procs. We have really good AE and also single target damage. So it is really good for large maps, especially breaches, where it really excels. How does the build work? Well, the general Spark setup is already known and it relies heavily on Archmage, so I want to focus more on the cast and shock setup. We're gonna use our double shock through our Strike Twice Ascendancy and our shock magnitude from Overcharge, but also from our skill tree to heavily buff our damage from our lightning. Lightning conduit will consume shock, damage will increase by your shock magnitude. In addition, with impedance, energy retention, and energize, we have a high chance to chain our cast on shock proc. Also, thanks to spreading shocks, we will also spread our shocks with large packs in maps, and so we can also quickly build up our cast on shock. So you guys know now how the Archmage setup works, so I won't explain that again. But if you still don't know how to play with Archmage, check out my video. So with the combination of Spark and Cast and Shock should be in a really good spot to farm some heavy currency in maps with high density and in T15, but also thanks to Lightning Conduit, the bosses will also gonna melt. So now we're gonna jump into the details, which our gem setup, our skill tree, and our gear will also look. But before we're gonna jump in it, please leave a like and a subscribe on this video if you liked it until now and want to support me, and also follow me on my Twitch channel. So now about our skill gem setup, it is pretty simple. It is kinda like the normal Spark builds that are already around from Captain Lance, and there are other good builds, but as I said, I have a little twist in it. We have our Spark with Arcane Tempo Inspiration, our Persistence, these are the normal setups, and then we're also gonna have Overcharge, so we're gonna have this magnitude of shocks inflicted with our potted skills, so our lightning conduit will do far more damage when it can release it. And for your 6, either go for mobility to go even faster, or some sort of wild charge, or scatter shot, or maybe also unleash. We're also gonna have Orb of Storms. You only need to cast Orb of Storms on your lead packs and also your boss class, so you're gonna get lightning exposure, because with Orb of Storms gonna exposure the enemies from lightning, so they will get an addition of another 20% minus stress through our ascendancy, and also strip away, so the exposure applied power effects will get enhanced further, and also font of mana, so we're gonna get mana back. And now for our cast and shock setup, I had to get a cast and shock with quality. I still don't have one because I need to invest some currency into it. It will give you more energy gain, so you can build up your shocks even faster, and with your lightning conduit get impedance, so we're gonna get more energy, also get energy retention, so we're gonna have a chance to retain some energy costs after we spend our cast and shock, and also get considered casting or any other damage spell, so our lightning conduit will get enhanced from the damage further. The Archmage had clarity, another increased mana regeneration, and also lightning masteries. I've also cast some crit setup going, but I'm still trying it out now, so we'll discuss this in another video in the future. It is really exciting also. And for curses, had conductivity with heightened curses and also hex bloom, and the cool thing is we're gonna always have this on our second weapon set, so we can especially focus on our second weapon sets with some nice curse. Also gonna use Grim Feast, but you need at least 2 items with build, so make sure you get 2 corruptions on 2 items, then you can also use Grim Feast and also get Blink. As I said, we also have this on our second setup, so normally you can use something swap to your second weapon setup like Sigil of Power, then plus support your enemies with our Blink. You can also get a Frost Wall, so you're gonna switch to your second weapon slot with like Frost Wall or something other. It's like a defense mechanic, and then you can also blink with it. And for our last spell, we're gonna have our Mana Tempest with Murderous Intent, so we have Culling Strike with Mana Tempest and also Premeditation. For our gear, for our Unix, we're gonna have the Everlasting Gaze. It will enable this cool energy shield combo because we have Eldritch Battery from our Archmage setup, so we normally have no energy shield, but because the max mana from the Everlasting Gaze will get converted like after the calculation of our Eldritch Battery, we have another nice defensive pool with shield, and so we can now also scale percentage and shield on our skill tree. And also for our other unique, we have Midnight Blade. It is a really good build that gets recouped as mana for your Ultra Endgame, which this out with Trinity. For your general setup, just get max mana on it, cap your resistance, get energy shield. Flat energy shield is really important. Also percentage energy shield, foil runes. Also get your increased armor, evasion, and energy shield, unless you need some res, we can max our res. And also this is really important, get at least a helmet with a 20 spirit corruption, so you can use your Archmage and also your cast on shock setup. This is really important, so you need at least one item with a spirit corruption, and also your chest with like at least 58 to spirit. And if you want to also add Grim Feast, get another item with a corruption with a spirit. And also you want, it is really important to get increased lightning damage, higher value of maximum mana, level to all lightning spell skills, also get increased mana regeneration rate, and you can also get a chance of shock on your wand. So the good part is, if you have a chance of shock on your wand, you don't need it on your skill tree, so it is really expensive. But if you have the div, invest into it, you will also get more chance of shock for your enemies. For the rest part, we'll just show you my gear. It is not something special, it is really crap gear still. Also for your charms, get something that will benefit you the most, and also for the life and mana flask, just make sure that you gain the charges per second. Now for skill tree, as I said, we scaled chance of shock, we also scaled magnitude of our shock, we also scaled mana regeneration rate, we scaled our flat maximum energy shield, our points here. We're also gonna scale our increased maximum energy shield, because with the increased maximum energy shield, we're gonna get our shield and also another barrier. But just start on here, get this for the later part, then go your way up here, and then get your power conduction, so you have more shock duration and also more magnitude of shock that will inflict pure power, so we're gonna get more damage per intelligence. Also get arcane intensity, but only on your first weapon slot, because with our second weapon slot, we're gonna cast our curse and also our sigil of power, so we don't need this for our second slot because we don't do any damage. Only get this for your first weapon set. You have like the 3 points for your second weapon set for your curse. Also raw mana and ether flow. Also get Eldritch Battery, Chaos Inoculation, and Mind Over Matter. But only get Mind Over Matter and Eldritch Battery if you have like close to 3000 energy shield and these above 3000 mana after you use Eldritch Battery. If you still don't have it, just play without Eldritch Battery and Mind Over Matter and wait until you have the mana and also the energy shield. Also gonna have this not branching bolts, because the chain actually works also for our Spark and also transformer chance of shock. As I said, you can drop this if you have chance of shock on your wand. Also get turn the clock forward, and some energize or bigger skills have a chance to refund half of your energy. Also our curse nodes, and also for your later parts, get alternating current, so we're gonna have this magnitude of shock we inflict, and also we have more mana regeneration rate, and then also get some enhanced barrier with energy shield, get also touch the canes or arcane touch more effect, get also breaking points, so we're gonna do even more damage with our ailments, and also calibration, and then you can basically take whatever you want and whatever you need for the last 15 points until 100, but it's already extremely hard to get to 100. So annoying. For the beginning, take spreading shock. For the later parts, you have more coins to spend, and also take your endless sursuit. So the cool thing is, after we consumed a shock with lightning conduit, we have a chance to reapply it. So we basically would already fill our cast on shock again, because we're going to reapply our shock. So for your ascendancy, take your constant gale and also force fill for your first ascendancy points, and then take strike twice, and then also take guarding winds. I need to take off the shape of storms. It was some tests I made. I hope I could show a really cool variant of I hope I could show a really cool variant of the Spark build that utilizes cast on shock. As I said, I'm currently working on a cast on shock and crit setup that is really different from the normal Spark setup right now, but I need to get some more gear to get it going. But it is also really cool, and it will be also really good, I guess. And yeah, this build can meld basically everything. If you have further questions, please ask them in the comments down below. And if you like this video, please leave a like and a sub, boost my channel tremendously. And also follow me on Twitch. Bye.